From center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass., this is Blue Sox Baseball on LSP. Tonight, it's the Andre Chiefs with a record of 3-0, first in the ICL, visiting the Blue Sox with a record of 0-1, ninth in the ICL. Good evening, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. Blue Sox off a week rest. They were supposed to play Alabrandis on Tuesday night, but it was rained out. And here they are against the Chiefs, to whom they have lost 8 consecutive regular season meetings, but won the last 3 they've played in the postseason. In fact, the last 6 they've played in the postseason, now that I think about it. And Mike Gianellis going to get the first pitch thrown here at 8:05 p.m., and it's taken for ball 1 by Tony Serino to begin the ball game. Swing and a miss by Serino, and it's 1-1. Serino, usually the center fielder for the Chiefs, getting the start at second base tonight, and batting .222 through the first 3 games with 1 homer and 2 RBIs. He comes up empty, and it's 1-2. Serino, then Danny Damari and Juan Portes due up for the Chiefs here on the top of the first. Gianellis making his first start with the Blue Sox, deals the 1-2. Taken for strike 3 called. So 1 up, 1 down.
Where's the scoreboard?
That'll bring up Danny Damari, the right fielder. Damari batting 2 for 4 in 2 games played with 2 RBIs and 2 walks. And Damari pops this one up into foul territory on the right side, and that'll be out of play for strike 1.
Sorry.
No worries.
I'll make the noise in the press box.
What press box?
That's why there's more noise in it.
Yep. Righty against righty as Gianellis working exclusively from the stretch. This is stroked into center field, but this will hang up long enough for Taylor Ferguson to make the catch in his first game with the Blue Sox this season for out number 2. So I'll bring up the power-hitting Juan Portes. Portes 1 for 8 with a run scored and 2 strikeouts in the early going this season. And he takes strike 1, ball 1 rather, on a breaking ball all the way. Hey, it looked good from here initially. 1-0 the count. And the pitch. Outside, 2-0 to a good hitter. Portes has had an impact with the Chiefs since his first season in 2012, in which he hit .452 with 5 homers and 24 RBIs. He comes up empty at a pitch in the dirt, however, and it's 2-1. Portes takes outside, 3-1. Levi Ventura, the third baseman, is on deck if we get that far. Not a lot of the regulars in the lineup for the Chiefs tonight, as Chuck Andre was telling me, as that's taken for ball 4, and the Chiefs have a 2-out base runner. He says 2/3 of his team are at a wedding rehearsal right now. Here is Levi Ventura. Levi Ventura. We'll go with Levi. Levi batting .333 with a triple and 2 RBIs. And Ventura takes strike 1. Ventura grounds this one. Oh, off the hands of the third base coach for the Chiefs, and it's 0-2. It's cool and a little humid tonight, 65 degrees at first pitch. Portes on it first. And the 0-2. Grounded to the left side. Will be fielded by the shortstop Ross Curley. Double clutches, fires to first in time, and the side is retired. Nothing comes of the 2-out walk. After half an inning, Chiefs nothing, Blue Sox coming up. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Starting pitcher tonight for the Andre Chiefs is Mitchell Clegg. And Clegg is making his second start of the season. He is 1-0 with a 1.40 ERA. In 5 innings, he's allowed 7 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and 7 strikeouts. Clegg has been with the Chiefs since 2014 and has compiled a career record of 16-5 with a 1.61 ERA. Not as heralded as their stars like Tim Dunphy and, of course, Jared Frenny, but he has proven an invaluable member of the Chiefs' rotation in this now his 5th season with Chuck Andre's club. Here's Thomas Russo to lead things off here in the bottom of the first. Clegg the lefty working against the lefty Russo, and the pitch is taken for strike 1. Clegg last year was 4-1 with a 1.09 ERA. And this is grounded to the right side to the second baseman Sereno on to first. 2 pitches, 1 out. Clegg last year against the Blue Sox was 2-0 with 14 innings of work and allowed just 2 earned runs in that time frame. Here's Ross Curley getting his first start of the young season. And Ross takes in the dirt for ball 1. Ross, a career .339 hitter in a Blue Sox uniform, hit .289 last year, which is the second worst mark of his career, but still managed to collect 1 homer and 14 RBIs, 5 walks, and 6 stolen bases, which tied a career high. Ross takes up and in, and it's 2-0. Ross hops away from the batter's box as he realized he had a pitch he could have hit there. And it's 2-1. Clegg winds and delivers. And that's in there for strike 2. Evens the count. Ross takes the pitch down and away, And that'll fill the count at 3-2. Three-two to Ross. Down and in, ball 4. And Ross reaches baseline in his first plate appearance of the season. So each team has a first inning base runner, and that brings up Richie Burgess. Richie making his first start of the season for the Blue Sox. First start of his Blue Sox career, in fact. Our number 18, formerly donned by Steve Bodner. Wearing the high socks, the shiny red batting gloves, and he takes up and away ball 1. Up and away, 2-0. 2-0 count to the number 3 hitter in the lineup. Guy you haven't seen before, but can't just groove one, obviously. And he had a pitch to handle there, but he fouled it off. And that makes it 2-1. Curley at first after the 1-out walk. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And Burgess grounds this one a little number to second. Sereno bobbles it, and everybody's going to be safe. In all these years we've seen Sereno in center for the Chiefs, but never in the infield. And now Julian Alvarez with a chance to put the Blue Sox on the board here in the first inning with runners at first and second. And he got a slider there that gets into the zone at the knees for strike 1. Julian was the lone offensive bright spot in the Blue Sox 9-1 loss to the Reading Bulldogs last Thursday on opening night, and now Julian calls time. Curley at second, Burgess at first. 1 down here in the bottom of the first as that catches the inside corner despite Julian having to jackknife out of there, and it's 0-2. Big out this would be if Clegg can get Julian. And he won't get him there. That's outside for ball 1. One-two to Jules. Grounded to the right side. Through for a base hit. Being waved around third is Curley. The throw will come back to second. And the Blue Sox are on the board first. It's 1-0 on the RBI single by Julian Alvarez. We're back, says Ross Curley. And they have their first lead of the season. So here's Taylor Ferguson getting his first at-bat of 2018. And he foul tips this one into the mitt for strike 1. Ferguson had a phenomenal offensive season last year. And now in his third season with the Blue Sox, he had 4 home runs and 17 RBIs and a .381 batting average as that misses for ball 1 to even the count. Burgess at second, Alvarez at first. 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 error in this inning, and 1 run, of course. That misses outside, 2-1. Taylor had a OPS of 1101 last year, and he fouls this one off to make it 2-2. Alex Wojcik, the DH, is on deck. Infield at double play depth. Alvarez not being held on at first. The pitch is grounded down the third baseline and foul towards the third base bleachers. Still 2-2. Still only one out in the inning, first and second. Blue Sox donning the camo jerseys tonight. Chiefs in the Cardinal jerseys with the white letters and numbers. And Ferguson grounds this one to third. Stepping on third is the third baseman Ventura, on to first in time for the out, and that retires the side on a 5-3 double play. The Blue Sox get one run on one hit, one error, and leave one. And after one complete, 1-0 Blue Sox. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates are just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, concert, wedding, recital, school play, meeting, graduation, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Ben Waldrip getting the start at first base tonight for the Chiefs. We'll lead things off here on the top of the second against Mike Gianellis. Waldrip, the tall first baseman, was able to stretch for that throw from Ventura to complete the 5-3 double play to end the bottom half of the first, and now he takes down and in for ball one. Waldrip 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts on the young season. And he checks his swing, and that's low for ball 2. 2-0 to Waldrip. 14 pitches in the first inning for Mike Gianellis. And this is smoked into center field. Back goes Ferguson to the wall, and that ball is down off the wall. Coming into second is Waldrip. He's got a stand-up double. So the first hit of the game for the Chiefs puts a runner in scoring position for the catcher, Shane Standy. Standy 2 for 6 with a run scored and 2 RBIs. He's played in 2 of the first 3 games of the season for the Chiefs. And that misses for ball 1. And Waldrip, we have Standy, then Mike Burgoyne, and if anybody gets on, Andrew Caulfield. That's low, 2-0. So again, Gianellis finds himself behind a good hitter. And up walking Portes. Gives a leadoff double to Waldrip, and now Standy ahead 2-0. Let's see what he can do here. That's up high, 3-0. If you walk him, you do set up the double play possibility, but Mike Burgoyne is no easy out. That misses ball 4, a 4-pitch walk issued by Gianella, so a double and a walk. And here's Mike Burgoyne. I mentioned he's no easy out, but he is 0 for 7 with an RBI, a walk, and 2 strikeouts this season. But historically, he is a much, much better hitter than that. Career average of put up a career average of 268, put up a career high 319 batting average in 2016. He wants to get a bunt down, but he offered at it and missed for strike 1. Burgoyne getting the start in center field tonight. Burgoyne had 12 stolen bases, a homer, and 12 RBIs in that 2016 season where he hit 319. And he skies this one into center field. Back goes Ferguson. He's had a lot of work to do here early on. He makes the catch, tagging from second as this throw is airmailed a little bit, but kept from going too far. Tagging from second and getting to third is Waldrip. So 1 down, and it'll be first and third. So now that puts the inning-ending double play possibility into play with the designated hitter Andrew Caulfield. Caulfield 0 for 3 with a strikeout this season in limited action. Last year was his first year with the Chiefs, and he went 3 for 10 with no RBIs. And he takes upstairs ball 1. I have a hard time finding the strike zone right now for Gianellis. All 3 of Caulfield's hits last year were singles, by the way, as that is in there for strike 1 to even the count. Waldrip at third, Standy at first, 1 down here in the top of the second, tying run 90 feet away for the Chiefs. The pitch popped up and out of play to make it 1-2. What tree did it even hit? Oh, one of these trees by the gravel path. I was going to say, is like.
So if it reaches the street that way, it still counts as a...
1-2. This is grounded to the left side. Curley, underhands to second for 1. On to first, double play, and there is the big inning-ending double play we were talking about. Goes 6-4-3, and that keeps the Chiefs off the scoreboard. After an inning and a half, still 1-0 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Here we go to the bottom of the second with Alex Wojcik, Justin Silvestro, and Andrew Salima due up. Mitchell Clegg escaped too much danger in the first inning by just allowing the one run on one hit, one walk, and one error. And that's strike one to Alex. Alex checks his swing as that's down and in for ball one. Alex smokes this one to Sereno, and he makes the catch for out number one. That'll bring up Justin Silvestro, once again getting the start at second base. First pitch to Justin is up and away for ball one. Stroh, one homer and 21 RBIs. The 21 RBIs led the team in 2016. That swung on miss for strike one. Last year batted .213 with 7 RBIs. As that's taken down and away to make it 2-1. Last year against Andre, he batted .222 with 1 double and 1 run scored. Fouls this one off, and that evens the count at 2. Stroh had his best success last year against Somerville, in which he batted 6 for 18 with 3 RBIs. And a swing and a miss, and it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the second for Mitchell Clegg, and that'll bring up Andrew Salima, the right fielder. Salima standing in from the left side here. Clegg looking for a 1-2-3 inning. And the pitch taken for strike one. Swing and a miss, late swing and a miss at that by Salima, and it's 0-2. Decent-sized gap to the right side for Salima, as the second baseman, Sereno, is playing fairly close to the second base bag, but that's upstairs for ball one. And a swing and a miss, strike three, and the Blue Sox go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. Still 1-0 Blue Sox on top of the Chiefs after 2. You can follow the Blue Sox on the web at LexingtonBlueSox.com, Facebook.com/LexingtonBlueSox, and on Twitter and Instagram at BlueSox_ICL. Nine, 1, and 2 due up for the Chiefs here in the top of the third. Jamel Vilmont, Tony Sereno, and Danny Damari. Vilmont, making his third appearance of the season, is not registered an at-bat just yet, and he takes strike one to make it 0-1. Vilmont standing from the left side, getting the start in left field tonight. 27 pitches thus far for Gianellis, as that it is fouled off the handle of his bat to make it 0-2. Gianellis delivers. Bounced one there, and it's 1-2. Gianellis scheduled to work 3 innings tonight. And the report after that is that the torch will be passed as that hit him. Breaking ball came too far inside, and on a 1-2 count, Vilmont takes first. Rick DeAngelo's coming out for an explanation. And the lineup turns over for Tony Serino. And Serino lines this one into left field for a base hit. So the Chiefs in business once again. First and second, nobody out for Danny Damari. And you might see him lay one down here and give Portes a chance at 2 RBIs with 1 out. Serino picks up his 3rd hit of the season. Serino is a career .308 hitter and usually very good against the Blue Sox. Hit .333 with a .490 on base percentage last year. Here's Damari, the right fielder, and he takes up and away ball 1. So now another pressure situation here for Gianellis. He had first and second. Nobody out last inning, eventually got out of it, but that was lower in the order. As that swung on miss for strike 1. Right now he's got to deal with Damari, and then Portes, and then maybe Ventura. First baseman Burgess is in on the grass, anticipating the bunt. This is grounded to second. Silvestro has it, on to Curley for 1, on to first, double play! Advancing to third is Vilmont, but it's now 2 down, runner at third for Portes, and Matt Karras is going to come out to the mound and instruct the young newcomer Gianellis on how to attack the powerful veteran Portes. Remember, Portes walked last time. Walking him wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here. But you want to get through this inning with the lead intact and no more batters face than you have to. Portes' second time facing Gianellis, and the pitch is in there for strike 1. Portes often takes that first pitch regardless. You saw in his first at-bat, he actually stepped out of the batter's box as the pitch was being delivered. It's grounded up the middle. It'll be fielded by Curley. Fires on to first in time. And once again, Gianellis gets out of a first and second, nobody out jam. After 2.5, still Blue Sox 1, Chiefs nothing. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game to place your order. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. Gray Goolsby getting his first start in the Blue Sox uniform tonight. Came in as a substitution in the loss to Reading last Thursday. And he will lead things off here in the bottom of the third with the top of the order, Russo and then Curley to follow. Mitchell Clegg has pitched very well despite trailing 1-0 here. And Goolsby comes up empty for strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. On that one run that Clegg allowed, and it looked like, Blue Sox were finally going to string something together. But, what's up, Dorian? Not so much. They only lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the third as Goolsby goes down on strikes. 3 consecutive strikes. And the line turns over for Thomas Russo. And Russo smokes that one to the left and out of play, and we have an official broadcast. I don't think there was any doubt about that one, Bruce. As long as nobody gets a chunk taken out of their car, you know?
Yep, you're right.
Russo breaks his back, rounds us down to the third base line, and it's foul to make it 0-2. Firewood. I don't know. I feel like you might want to build a fire tonight. It's that cool. See if I'll tar it up and try to get back in the count here, down 0-2. Upstairs, 1-2. Classic high fastball there on 0-2. Now let's see what Russo can do in this situation. He fouls this one off. That breaking ball's going to hit the dirt. Fights it off. Still 1-2. Got to make Clegg work after he breezed through the second. That one run the first. 1-2 once again. And this is to the left side. Nice diving stop by the shortstop, Portes. Not in time. That was almost caught on the fly by Portes, but he ended up knocking it down. And Russo too quick for Portes to throw him out. I'll be an infield single, and here's Ross Curley, who scored what is thus far the game's only run in the first. Ross takes up and away, ball one. One nothing our score, bottom of the third. One run coming on an RBI single by Julian Alvarez, as that's a big cut and a miss, and Ross almost falls down in the process to make it 1-1. RBI single by Julian Alvarez, the lone tally thus far. That was in the first inning. Clegg had retired 5 in a row, actually, up until the point at which Russo just singled as that swung on and missed, 1-2. Clegg definitely has some swing and miss stuff going tonight. Right now, I'd love to get Ross to roll one over. Misses just inside, 2-2. Bottom of the third, we got started at 8:05. It's now 8:45 here in Lexington. Russo at first, not threatening to run. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It might have been an off-speed pitch high. And that'll be out number 2. So Alvarez will try to get one into the gap and pick up his second RBI here with 2 out in the bottom of the third. 1-for-1 with the aforementioned RBI single. Russo swinging his right arm, waiting to see if he's going to run, and the pitch is taken for strike 1. Correction, Richie Burgess, not Julian Alvarez. My apologies. As Richie takes strike 2. 0-2. Got ahead of myself. Good thing I'm not batting out of order. And Burgess takes just outside, ball 1. Burgess would like to get on for Alvarez. That would force a runner into scoring position if that were to happen. Big gap in right center field for Burgess. And he comes up empty at a high fastball. And that'll do it for the bottom of the third. Still 1-0 Blue Sox on top of the Chiefs after 3. LSP's next broadcast is tomorrow night at 7:55 p.m. when the Blue Sox host the Malden Mad Dogs. Watch live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy DVD of the game at the LSP store. Well, Mike Gianellis was scheduled to work the first 3, but he pitched so well in the first 3, he's going to get another inning in the books here. So he'll face Levi Ventura, Ben Waldrop, and Shane Standy. And now we have stoppage here. I'm sure what's going on with the home plate umpire. Something wrong, or? Chuck Andre and Rick DeAngelis are having a conversation about something, but looks like we're going to keep playing. I don't know what that was all about. As this is dribbled down to the third baseline and foul for strike 1 to Ventura. Top of the fourth, 1-0 our score. Lone Tallies is grounded 2 short. fielded by Ross Curley, who scored that lone tally in the first. Fires on to first for the first out. So the cleanup man is dealt with, and that'll bring up Ben Waldrop, the first baseman. Everything okay, Chuck? We'll talk about it later. As that's on the inside corner for strike one to Waldrop. And home plate umpire says he didn't go around. They want to appeal. They're not going to be granted it. All right, 1-1. That looked pretty close to a swing. If they could get the appeal, they might have gotten it. As this is skied into right field. Back goes Salima, and it's gone! As Ben Waldrop picks up his first home run in a Chiefs uniform, this game is tied. I don't know how much that could have been a result of the lack of appeal. That could have made it an 0-2 pitch, but set on 1-1. Waldrop smokes it to right. And this game is tied here in the top of the fourth. And that'll bring up the catcher, Shane Standy. As that's in there for strike one, 0-1. So Waldrop has a double and a home run tonight. Comes up empty. And it'll be 0-2 to Standy. Check swing. He did not go around, and it's 1-2. That's really the first mistake that Gianellis has made. And this time they appealed to the infield umpire, and he did not go. So it's 2-2. Gianellis is going to get the Chiefs bears to chase on one of those pitches eventually. As this is smoked into right center field, into the gap. This has chance for extra bases, and it gets away from Salima. Salima will pick it up and fire it into the infield, but it's too late. And a one-out double for Standy, and the go-ahead run for the Chiefs in scoring position for Mike Burgoyne. Still only one out in the inning. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Burgoyne hit a deep fly ball to center that advanced Waldrop to third. His first time up in the second as that misses for ball one, 1-1. But Waldrop with a home run, and now Standy with a double. Standy standing at second, representing the go-ahead run. That's low, 2-1. Blue Sox not getting favorable calls on some of these check swings that Gianellis has forced, and that led to a home run and now a double. He's popped up a mile high, and this will be caught by the catcher, Goolsby, for out number 2. So Burgoyne is 0 for 2. That brings up Andrew Caulfield. Caulfield grounded into an inning-ending double play to end the second. Blue Sox need to get their offense going again when they come up here in the bottom of the fourth, as that swung on miss for strike one. They'll have the middle third of the order. Alvarez, Ferguson, and Wojtek due up. 0-1. At the top of the strike zone for strike two, 0-2. Home plate umpire looking at the Chiefs bench after they groaned at that call. Oh, 2 pitch. In the dirt, gets away from Goolsby. He picks it up quickly, however, and no advance by the runner at second, Standy. 1-2 the count. Gianellis comes set. And the 1-2. On the outside corner, strike three called, and the inning is over, but not before the Chiefs tie the game on the solo home run to right by Ben Waldrop. After 3.5, we're halfway home. It is the Blue Sox 1 and the Chiefs 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Julian Alvarez with the lone RBI for the Blue Sox this game will lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth as the Blue Sox look to reclaim the lead with the middle third of the order due up. Alvarez, Ferguson, and Wojtek. Clegg delivers, and this is lined up the middle, but it will be fielded by Portes. He'll fire onto first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. So let's see what Taylor Ferguson can do. Ferguson is 0 for 1. Now we have a stoppage of play. I don't know if the ball from the softball field came in, but Clegg's ready, and he gets Ferguson to swing and miss for strike one. And he comes up empty again. 0-2. Clegg pitching with a purpose here. Last year, Ferguson played in 3 games against the Chiefs and was only 1 for 8 with a double. One and two the count to Taylor. Taylor was 1 for 8 with 5 strikeouts against the Chiefs last year as he takes up and in 2-2. 2-2 with 1 out, and Alex Wojtek on deck, and if anybody gets on, Justin Silvestro. Down and in, full count. So from 0-2 to 3-2. And we'll see if Ferguson can get on base here. He takes inside, ball 4. So the go-ahead run reaches base here in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring up Alex Wojcik. Wojcik's 0 for 1. And he takes on the inside corner, strike 1. Might not be thrilled with that call. Ferguson was 3 for 4 in stolen base attempts last year, so he's got a little bit of speed. That catches the inside edge as well. 0-2. Don't know if you're going to be running in this situation, though. He does run, though. The pitch is swung on and missed. The batter is out because first base was occupied when the pitch was thrown. Wojcik tried to take off for first. It will be a stolen base, however, for Ferguson. So 2 down, runner in scoring position. Ferguson picks up the steal, and that'll bring up Justin Silvestro. Stroh is 0 for 1 in his own right. He's got an RBI opportunity here. And he takes on the outside corner for strike 1. It's a good breaking ball by Clegg to get Wojcik to go after it. That misses inside, 1-1. And Silvestros pops this one into center field, and it will be caught by Burgoyne, and the side is retired. And after 4 complete, still Blue Sox 1, Chiefs 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates are just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, graduation, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Yes, Chuck. Do you have a change or okay? New pitcher making his Blue Sox debut on the mound is Casey Bissoni. Bissoni is a product of MIT. He's from Danvers and played at St. John's Prep, Rick DeAngelis' alma mater, also Pete Frady's alma mater, also Tommy Hawes' alma mater. And his first pitch is outside for ball 1 to Jamel Vincent. And immediately, Gray Goolsby's going to go out and have a word with Casey. Casey stands 5'11", a $180. Just finished his freshman year for the Engineers, in which he made 12 appearances, started 6 games, went 2-1 with a 1.29 ERA and 35 strikeouts in 42 innings pitched. His major at MIT is mathematics. And he comes up empty there for strike one. Upstairs, 2-1. Vincent Sereno and Damari due up here in the top of the 5th for the Chiefs in this 1-1 ball game. Blue Sox got 1 in the first, and the Chiefs got 1 in the 4th. 2-2 the count. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew the fastball right by him, and there's 1 down. The lineup turns over for Tony Sereno, the second baseman. Sereno again getting the start second base tonight. You usually see him in center field in these games. That's inside for ball 1. Sereno had a career-high 11 stolen bases in 2015 as he takes low for ball 2. Sereno batted .333 with 12 RBIs and 2 doubles in 2017. On-base percentage of .490 as he drew 23 walks, as that's in there for strike 1 to make it 2-1. And those 23 walks weren't even a career high. He is very good at drawing the base on balls. It's a career on-base percentage of .437. That catches the outside corner to even the count at 2. He drew 47 walks in 53 games between 2016 and 2017. That misses outside, full count. With Danny Damari, the right fielder, on deck. This is line foul and through the trees and towards Hayden Woods. Sereno had his first career home run earlier this season. At the inside corner for strike 3. And Sereno is not happy with the call. And Sereno expressing his disappointment with the call, and home plate umpire just gave him a warning. So it'll be up to Danny Damari to prolong the inning. And Basone delivers down and in ball 1. Big gap up the middle for Damari, but he comes up empty there on a wild swing, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Bottom third of the order due out for the Blue Sox in the bottom of the 5th. This is into right field. Back goes Salima, going all the way to the wall, and he cannot make the catch. On his way to second is Damari. And it's another double to right. It's the third double of the game for the Chiefs. And the go-ahead run now in scoring position. We've had that to say a few times here for the Chiefs. For Juan Portes, the shortstop. Portes 0 for 1. Walked his first time up. And he takes low, ball 1. Portes looking to come through with a big RBI here in this arch rivalry of the Intercity League. And he grounds this one to short. Curley will set, fire to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Nothing comes with the 2-out double. After 4.5, still Chiefs 1, Blue Sox 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Andrew Salima, not Justin Sylvester, will lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Salima, Goolsby, and Russo due up. Salima 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout to center. Question, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Silvestro is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and flyout to center. And that is in there for strike 1 to Salima. Mitchell Clegg still out there for the Chiefs as he misses for ball 1 to even the count. Just allowed that one RBI single by Alvarez in the first, and that's all that's gotten past him. A big cut and a miss by Andrew, and it's 1-2. And Salima, Goolsby, and Russo due up. And a big cut and a miss again, and for the second time, Salima is down on strikes. 1 down, and that brings up the catcher, Greg Goolsby. First pitch to Gray is cut on and missed for strike 1. Looking to butt his way on, gets it down the first base line, but foul, and now he'll have to hit as it's 0-2. Give a little bit of a fight here at the bottom of the order before the leadoff man comes up, Russo. And he'll take ball 1. Clegg winds and delivers. And he swings at a pitch that was basically on the dirt. It comes right back to Clegg. And just like that, 2 down. Clegg's had that breaking ball going pretty well tonight. For some awkward swings. Breaking ball down and in on the foot of the right-handed batters. Going to get a right-handed batter out with a breaking ball. If you're a left-handed pitcher, that's how you got to do it, as Russo fouls this one off to make it 0-1. Certainly a much more competitive game than the Blue Sox had in their season opener last week, as that's in there for strike 2, 0-2. So would love to get on base. Keep the line moving with Ross Curley due up next. But he swings and misses at that one, and the throw on to first will take care of him. The Blue Sox go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 5th, and after 5 complete, it is still the Blue Sox 1 and the Chiefs 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow the Blue Sox on the web at LexingtonBlueSox.com, Facebook.com/Lexington Blue Sox, and on Twitter and Instagram, BlueSox_ICL. Had a defensive change here for the Blue Sox, as Nate Wolf has come into the game in left field, and he will take the number 8 slot in the order. And Julian Alvarez has moved from left field to right field. Levi Ventura to lead things off. The middle third of the order due up for the Chiefs here in the top of the 6th in this 1-1 ball game that's seen 1 run in the first for the Blue Sox and 1 run in the 4th for the Chiefs. RBI single by Alvarez and a solo home run by Ben Waldrip, who's due up second this inning. That's been the extent of the scoring for both teams. Strike 1 called to Ventura. Casey Basone on for his second inning of work after, as this is skied into left center field. Wolf is coming over, but it's going to be Ferguson camping under it, for out number 1. So here is Waldrip, 2 for 2 with a double and a solo home run, and that's going to bring Matt Karras out to the mound to see how to handle Waldrip. Now, meeting at the mound was what Gianellis needed to get out of a tough situation with Portes due up with a runner in scoring position for the Chiefs earlier in the game. Let's see if Karras's magic words have any effect here. Waldrop again 2 for 2 with a double and a homer. And he takes strike 1. Waldrop in his first season with the Chiefs, wearing number 51. And that's taken up and away for ball one to even the count. That misses down and away. 2-1. Waldrop played his high school ball at Medford High and played at Cypress College and Jacksonville State. He was drafted in the 10th round by the Colorado Rockies in 2012. That's fouled away to even the count. Played 2 years in the Rockies minor league system and then played 3 years from 2014 to 2016 for the Gateway Grizzlies of the Frontier League. So that's outside ball 3. And we know another Chief slugger who came to the Chiefs after playing a couple years in independent ball. And that would be Johnny Welch, who had a phenomenal season in his first season with the Chiefs that led to an MVP award, as that's outside for ball 4. And, well, he doesn't tag him for extra bases here, but it's the third time that Mr. Waldrop has reached base. And that'll bring up Shane Standy, the catcher, who had a double his last time up. And that comes back over the plate for strike 1. Sony would love a double play ball here. Freshen up the offense with the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for the Blue Sox next half inning, as that's outside for ball 1. Waldrop, not a threat to run, was 1 of 6 in stolen base attempts back in 2014 with the Grizzlies, as that's fouled off to make it 1-2. And did not attempt a stolen base in 2015 and 2016. The 1-2. Grounder to short. Curley will step on second for 1. On to first. Another double play for the Blue Sox defense. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still Chiefs 1, Blue Sox 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast, or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game to place your order. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. So 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Blue Sox in the bottom of the 6th as they look to take the lead and try to snap their 8-game regular season losing streak to the Chiefs, although they have won their last 6 in the postseason against the Chiefs. The Blue Sox were 7-0 against the Chiefs as part of that phenomenal 30-5 season in 2015, but lost all 4 in 2016 in the regular season before sweeping them in the championship series, and then lost all 4 in the regular season last year, but ended up not facing them at all in the postseason as they were eliminated by the Reading Bulldogs. Stunned everybody to make it to the championship series. They showed it was no fluke. The season opener last week when they demolished the Blue Sox here at home 9-1 last Thursday on opening night. Ross Curley to lead things off against Mitchell Clegg in the bottom of the sixth, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. He was right on it, but a little off on the timing. Ross scored what is thus far the Blue Sox only run all the way back in the first. He's going to try and butt his way on, but he's fielded well, and that'll be out number one. Right idea when you're trying to get some offense going, but that'll retire him and then bring up Richie Burgess. Burgess standing in from the right side. Clegg's pitch phenomenally. The pitch misses inside for ball one. Blue Sox haven't been ahead of Clegg much tonight. That's down low, 2-0, and even rarer hitters counts like these. Glistening red gloves of Burgess, and he's going to take all the way. And that'll make it 2-1. Almost like the ruby red slippers of Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. That misses inside. 3-1. Julian Alvarez on deck. There is action behind Clegg in the bullpen, as it is Tim Dunphy warming up. And the 3-1 to Burgess. He smokes this one to short, scooped up by Portes, fires to first in time. Great play by Portes on a hard-hit ball, and there are two down. So let's see if Julian can put a charge into one. Tied at 1 here in the sixth. Alvarez now in right field after the defensive change last half inning. Drove in Curley all the way back in the first, and that's the extent of the offense as he takes strike one. Bottom third of the order due up for the Chiefs in the top of the seventh, as that's taken low for ball one to even the count. Burgoyne, Caulfield, and Vilmont. The pitch jackknifes him a little bit, and it's 2-1. Clegg delivers. And that's called a strike. 2-2. That looked a little high, but Alvarez not happy with the call. The Blue Sox bench not happy with the call. The Chiefs haven't been happy with some of the strike calls tonight, but it's 2-2 to Alvarez, and he's got to make the most of this one. Here it is. Down low, ball three. With Taylor Ferguson on deck. The payoff pitch. Grounded to the left side. This will be scooped up by Ventura. Fires on to first. In time, just barely, to get Alvarez on the slow roller, and the side is retired. We go to the top of the seventh. It is still the Blue Sox 1, the Chiefs 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. LSP's next broadcast is tomorrow night at 7:55 p.m. when the Blue Sox host the Malden Mad Dogs. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live or stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. So let's see if the Chiefs can take the lead here in the top of the 7th and try to remain the only undefeated team in the ICL. 3-0, tops in the league right now. Blue Sox 0-1 at the bottom of the table, but of course they've only played one game. Still have a few games in hand on most teams. Is grounded to third. Russo has it. High throw, but Burgess leaps, catches it, and steps back on the bag for a one-pitch out, and disaster averted there. All right, what do you got?
Nothing to do with Diener City,
Okay.
but it does have to do with college baseball.
Okay, so
The recent Major League Baseball draft.
okay.
What D1 school has had the most first-round picks?
One second, as that's fouled off for strike one to Andrew Caulfield. What? So Bruce just give me a trivia question. Let's see if you folks can get it. Tweet the answer to at LSP37. What Division I NCAA school has had the most first-round picks in the MLB draft? I'm going to guess Auburn.
Thank you for playing, but you are wrong.
Okay. One and two. Let's see if Mrs. Wojcik plays along.
Auburn's not even in the top 20.
Oh, really? Strike three called, and Basone has the first two. Is it an SEC school?
Oh, you can't answer. You've just got to answer. This is not 20 questions.
I know. All right. So 2 up, 2 down for Jamel Vincent. And Vincent grounds this one to the right side. Nice diving stop by Silvestro on to first. And is that the momentum the Blue Sox need to maybe come up with a win in the bottom of the 7th? We go to the bottom of the 7th. Still 1-1 between the Blue Sox and the Chiefs. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Taylor Ferguson, Alex Wojcik, and Justin Silvestro due up here in the bottom of the 7th as the Blue Sox hoping to walk it off on the Andre Chiefs and snap their 8-game regular season losing streak to the Chiefs. Here's the first pitch to Taylor, and he smokes this one into center field, and this will be off the glove of the center fielder, Burgoyne. Ferguson is on his way to second. He's still running. He's on his way to third. Winning run at third on the first pitch. I don't know if Burgoyne had to do that little leap to get to it. It is a leadoff triple for Ferguson, and now Chuck Andres coming out to the mound to have a word with Clegg. Dunphy's been warming. The infield's obviously going to come in here. All you need is a deep fly ball. Leadoff man at third, representing the winning run. Home plate umpire coming out to break up this conversation with the entire Chiefs infield. And Clegg. And Standy. Yep. So, conversation appears to be over. There's no point in... Well, there's not no point in walking Wojtek. You could walk him and then face the left-handed bat of Silvestro, get the lefty-lefty matchup. But, yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to put Wojtek, or are they? Oh, he's got, okay, so, interesting. MLB went from throw the 4 to just walk, and we did the opposite. Interesting. Oh, he's got to be in the batter's box. Okay, so they do put Wojtek on, and they will go after the left-handed hitting Silvestro. Silvestro, again, 2 years ago, led the team in RBIs with 21. Looking for a big one here. And now they're gonna walk Silvestro, and now that's gonna bring up Nate Wolf. So this will set up the force at home. Nate Wolf, who just entered the game a couple innings ago as a defensive replacement for Andrew Salima. So the bases loaded, nobody out after the leadoff triple. 2 intentional walks, and the pitch to Wolf is swung on and missed for strike 1. The only run that matters is Ferguson at third. Infield in. Down low for ball 1. Taken for strike 2. Gray Goolsby on deck. Big pitch here, 1-2, bases loaded. And this is into left field, and this will be down! And here comes Ferguson, and the ball game is over! He hesitated a little bit, but that will do it. The Blue Sox pick up their first win of the season, and it's their first regular season win since 2015 against the Andre Chiefs. So in a game that took 1 hour and 34 minutes, the winning pitcher is is Casey Bissoni, improves to 1-0. The losing pitcher is Mitchell Clegg. He falls to 1-1. The final totals for the Lexington Blue Sox to improve to 1-1 on the season. 2 runs.
3 hits.
3 hits, wow. No errors. And for the Andre Chiefs, 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error. 2 runs, 3 hits, but, in the end, the only stat that matters is the one in the run column. 4 hits, for the Blue Sox. Our players of the game are Casey Basone picking up his first win with the Blue Sox, and Nate Wolf picking up the game-winning RBI here in the bottom of the 7th. That is a big confidence-boosting win for the Blue Sox after the disappointing season opener against the Bulldogs a week ago. And now they face the Malden Mad Dogs, who have struggled mightily to begin the season, tomorrow night, Friday Night Lights, here at Lexington High. So, with that said, this has been a presentation of the Lexington Blue Sox in association with Local Sports Productions, serving Greater Boston student athletes since 2011. Copyright 2018. Unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of the Lexington Blue Sox or Local Sports Productions is strictly prohibited. LSP's next broadcast tomorrow night at 7:55 p.m. when the Blue Sox host the Malden Mad Dogs. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game, this game, or any LSP broadcast at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Stanford with how many? 24 first-round picks for the Stanford Cardinal. By the way, that's the answer to our trivia question. Once again, the final score from center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass. It is the Lexington Blue Sox 2 and the Andre Chiefs 1. My name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.
Which is more important, Ferguson's triple or Wolf's single?
Oh, Wolf hit on a 1-2 count.
You guys clocking the pitches?
What, velocity, you mean?
Yeah.
No.
No. Any idea what these guys are throwing?
Usually, the league average is the mid-80s.
Really?
Yep.